Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Jen and Pharaby's over here. So today I want to talk to you about Pharaby's task. So this is something that she's still learning a lot of her task. She has a few that are down pretty solid, but then I still have some tasks that I want her to learn in addition to what she already knows. For those of you who don't know, who are new to my channel, Pharaby is a psychiatric service dog for my PTSD. So what that means is everything that she does is basically to help me mentally. She is not an emotional support dog. She actually helps me with things because of my PTSD is so extreme that I basically have problems functioning in the real world. And just a really quick recap for those of you who are finding this channel because you're trying to figure out if a service dog is right for you. To have a service dog, you have to be disabled. It doesn't mean you have to be like, physically disabled, but there are mental disabilities as well. So, like I said, Pharaby is for psychiatric needs of mine. And so her tasks are all things to either help me whenever I start to have a panic attack, to help me get back to like reality. And she has a few things that she does to kind of help me to feel safer. These are not anything that's gonna like protect me really, like she's not gonna do anything. But for example, one of her tasks, or actually two of her tasks, we'll call it, they're not really tasks, but two things that she does to help me with that, she has blocks. So one block. So one block is a watch my six block where she sits between my legs with her head facing behind me. And that makes me feel secure because I feel like whenever she's doing that, she's gonna know if someone's coming up behind me, and her body is gonna move, her tail's gonna move, she's gonna do something to let me know that someone's coming up. And the other thing, she has a block where she just sits behind me at an angle, and we're still working on this one. This one was not. Block. Block. Yes, good. So that was actually a really huge improvement. She has not done it without the bucket until today. So that's her first time she's got the whole like pivot and then sit down without the bucket. So I'm really happy with that. Okay, this one was not the most important block for me to have her learn. So that's why we're learning it now. So that's her two blocks that she has. And like I said, these are things just to make me feel secure. It's nothing to do with like, oh, if someone comes up behind me, she's gonna do something. It's just that she will alert me and let me know in more ways than, just her trying to get my attention like she does for other things. So that's the first thing. She has a panic/anxiety response. She naturally responds to me whenever I'm having a problem. Like she knows, like as soon as something starts going wrong with me, she knows, and she naturally, has tried to get my attention and tried to stop me from getting worse on her own. We've kind of tailored these things to things that I like for her to do when she does this, rather than just trying to get my attention. So we've tailored it to her nudging me, pawing at me, licking my face, stuff like that. And then we usually move into deep pressure therapy. If we're somewhere where I can lay down, I like for her to lay on me. Pharaby's only 30 pounds. So deep pressure therapy on the legs is still useful, but it helps me a lot more if she lays on my chest. I'm gonna fake a panic attack. So the panic and anxiety response, that's a task. And then the deep pressure therapy is a task. Pharaby does behavior interruption, and I love this so much. And I'm not gonna get into the specifics exactly, but I will do things to myself repetitively without knowing it. And so Pharaby will actually come up and stop me. She'll paw at me, and then if I don't listen, she'll also, you know, nudge me or grab my hand with her mouth, whatever, and just kind of redirect my attention. She actually helps me if I'm having nightmares, which I have frequently. She will wake me up and then I can hug her, which it helps me to wake up because of, you know, obviously if you're having a nightmare, you want to wake up from that. But then it also really helps that she's there and I can hug her. And, you know, I guess that's kind of a deep pressure therapy thing too. At that point, I kind of consider that grounding as well. Which grounding is something that she helps me with a lot because I have dissociation sometimes, particularly if I'm having a really bad, I don't even want to say a bad day. Some days I just don't have it together. And so by having her, it really helps ground me and makes me feel like, you know, okay, I am here currently, I am in the world, like I am a person, all the things. The other thing that she did actually yesterday at Target. So we went to Target yesterday and this woman, I just realized I have a blanket going on my couch. So sorry, it got cold and our couches, it's not leather, it's like some type of fake leather stuff. But anyway, so Pharaby, her hair is cut right now and it's kind of chilly to sit on the couch, so I put her a blanket there. But anyway, back to the story. So yesterday we were at Target and this lady, I guess she works with AT&T, I'm not sure, but she was talking to me, trying to get me to switch services from what I have currently. Just totally, I was looking at pins. I was nowhere near this person. And super nice. I mean, she was just doing her job. She was just trying to see if she could drum up some more business for them in the area, I guess. But Pharaby realized that I was getting uncomfortable because the lady had asked for my address. Because I told the person that we don't have service from them where we are. And then she was like asking for my address because she was gonna check. And I got really uncomfortable. Those of you who don't know, I was basically in a really abusive situation. My ex-husband tried to kill me. There was a lot of stuff going on. So for me to give out my address, I really don't feel comfortable doing that. But Pharaby, as soon as that person said about my address, Pharaby started whining at me and was like, hey, you're getting uncomfortable here, which actually worked really well because I kind of didn't know how to handle that. Because kind of like people who haven't been through stuff like that, you know, a lot of times they're like just thinking like, why would this person not give their address? That's so weird. But Pharaby whining like that, it actually gave me an excuse to walk off because I was like, hey, something's going on, I need to go, you know, I know we don't have service in the area, and I just walked off. It gave me an excuse to walk off. And so that is one of Pharaby's things. It's not a task, but it is super helpful for someone with psychiatric stuff. She's an excuse for me to leave. If anyone is like talking to me and I don't want to be in a situation, or if I'm somewhere I don't want to be there anymore, obviously Pharaby's with me, so I can just be like, hey, my dog needs some. That kind of goes back to behavior interruption too, because she does do a behavior interruption task. So if I just sit here, and I'm not gonna do it because she'll hear me, but if I just sit here and like start rubbing my hand, she'll start like pawing at me and making me, you know, do something different. So that's super helpful if we're out somewhere and I need to get away, and like if I know I need to get away, then I can just, you know, kind of like start scratching or something, and like really low key, because Pharaby picks up on it and will paw me. So it's awesome. So that's not really a task, but it is really helpful. And then the other thing she's learning right now is crowd control. So what this is, it usually works better with a dog who's a lot bigger. I've seen it done with like a Great Dane, and oh my gosh, it looks like it would be really helpful. But what it is you're just like standing and your dog is walking around you, like completely around your whole entire body, like the whole porch. I guess I could have went that way. Anyway, your dog is just walking around you. So I hope this has been helpful to you guys. I'm gonna link a mental health playlist here, service dog playlist here, and then you can subscribe here. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.